フルカウンター
Alright boys, welcome back to the Black Clover mobile video, and right now we've just gotten basically more or less the actual summer update for the game, rather than obviously last season which was more summer themed. But this time we actually got actual events, and there's a battle pass that you can get basically free to play, and honestly this may be the best update we've seen so far on Black Clover mobile. Now granted, I do believe right now that JP and KR are kind of holding stuff off a little bit until Global does come out, which will likely come out this September. We do know the Canada soft launch is coming out probably in a week or two now, and after that we're going to be getting the release probably in September, because I don't think they need over a month to finalize the actual game for the actual global release. But that's kind of when you expect it. Let's go for the update. We got the first banner, which is obviously going to be quite nice for one main character in particular, not her, she's a little gremlin, but this character in particular, who looks like to be a pretty decent counter towards them. Well, if I'm thinking how she plays properly, more or less for the ultimate, which is AoE by the way. I'll go for the character's kit in a second, but when she ults, there's a 50% chance they can't use the tier 2 skill for 2 times, which means Noelle can't use her shield, which without a shield is basically useless. Only if she was blue. If she was blue, she would actually be a massive counter. Fallen single targets too, she actually looks like a pretty good character. But of course, this is the banner, and the big thing, obviously, Kayato and Kahono are in the banner, so if you missed those 2 characters, which most people should have skipped those characters, then you can now get them on this banner as well. Obviously, the big thing as well is Julius will be coming, who I don't want to say is going to be a festival, because we don't know how this game is going to do festivals in this game, but he definitely looks like he's going to be above everyone else in some sort of way, maybe be a bit more limited and not actually go into the general SSR, which I guess will make him a festival, but they may not actually call him that. So if anything, you actually may want to skip this banner, maybe get the guaranteed Vanessa off the actual guaranteed picks, and then move on and stay for Julius, which will probably be the better thing to do. But honestly, I kind of want to get Vanessa now, so I'm going to go for her now. But yeah, like I said, you can get a guaranteed Vanessa off your choice if you pick her. Obviously, you have to get the actual seasonal key, which takes about a month to do. If from the last time you've actually done it, I didn't log in for a few days or didn't finish my actual daily, so I'm a bit behind. But let's start off. So we have more or less our actual first event here. We actually haven't got this in the game before, and as you can see there, it's kind of similar towards Slimy Scam Memories, which is probably not a good thing to say because you don't want to compare that game to this game. But as you can see right now, you're going to get more drop rates, which is typical, I think, in non-PvP gacha games, where you bring a certain character, you're going to get a drop rate, and then you can buy stuff in the shop. And obviously the stages do go up as you go on, so you can see right now you're going to get more drops, and it goes on to obviously normal and challenger. And then once you get the challenger, we got something new in the game that I don't think we've seen entirely just yet, in some way. But when you clear the actual mission, which I obviously haven't gotten to just yet, there's a 3-star quest. So if you 3-star it, so it may say, you know, finish the game with Nessa, make sure no one dies, and also make sure you clear like 6 turns. You'll get a 3-star obviously mission clear, and you actually get the free UI equipment with the currency. And you can see down here, you're going to get all these for free if you can manage to 3-star it, although I do manage it will be quite difficult. And you are going to get the free SSR drop. Okay, also on the left of me, bro, you can see there is actually a battle pass. So in the battle pass, you're going to be getting all these equipment for free, which would be quite nice. The actual set itself isn't too bad, I think. Essentially what it's doing is going to be giving you more healing from, you know, if you have the set on, you're going to get more healing from, let's say, Kahono, or obviously Charmy, or obviously Mosa as well. It's not the best set, but bear in mind right now, a lot of people don't even have full LR sets, never mind LR equipment, so this will be definitely quite good to throw into any character, just to give them more CC and more stats, especially if you do get lucky enough to get, like, let's say, magic attack on it, and that might go good towards Noelle, who, to be fair, might need the healing if you are going to be bringing the team I showcased yesterday with Mosa, which seemed to be a top tier team. But you can get this for free, but it does take some gems, to be fair. So right now this is the battle pass, but unlike season 2 and season 3 where you have to spend actual money in game, you can get this one for free, which is quite nice. So I guess there's no real excuse not to buy it. It's 1.5, so just over a multi, but you are going to get a lot of free rewards, and once again give you more reason to play during the event, which is definitely quite nice. So looking over here, we got a new outfit. What's this for though? Okay, we have a maid outfit for Kahono, definitely one worth picking up. That actually looks insane. And that's for free too, so you don't even need to actually buy it. But if you do spend the 1.5k, you're going to get this nice little border, which I think will be quite rare, especially down the road. But also you're going to get the LR equipment, plus obviously currency. Like I said, it's more or less a reason to play the game, which is what we definitely need right now as well. And at the end, you're going to get the actual SSR skill page, which increases damage reduction by 5% up to 20%, I believe, when you actually are buffed, and has a chance to inflict provocation for 1 turn. A lot of the seasonal characters right now are kind of focused around this little buff here, so just maybe helpful towards them too, which would definitely help going towards the summoning. But yeah, boys, I believe that is basically it for the update. Maybe I've missed some things. Obviously, some things were changed too, some characters and obviously some animations. And I believe right now as well, I believe we can get 3 times farming. Yes, right now the actual system has changed completely. So you can see right now, you click this button, you're gonna spend triple the stamina, but you're only gonna do 1 run and get all the rewards for it. So it makes farming a lot more easier now, basically 3 times faster, which is it's a good thing because now you can farm as much, but the problem is obviously is you know, getting the drop rate. So even if you can clear 100 stages, now 300, you still spend the same amount of stamina, and the drop rate still isn't as good. So I think this is a good step. I think it's kind of the middle ground right now. We just need more better drop rates for, you know, equipment and basically anything that you're farming in this game. With the 3-time clear rate as well, this is actually a pretty good update. So we're getting there. We're almost there. I think in September when we get the global update, this will probably be on launch, and also probably be improved a little bit as well. Also right now as well, that we have translation of the character kits. You can see right now, you can see them more in English and more in detail. If I have myself quickly here, you can see what these characters actually do. So Asta, for example, has a chance to spell 1 buff on enemy. Not great, but that's good at, I guess, removing shield off Noel. Tier 2 skill transfers debuffs to himself, but then removes the debuffs. So quite good, but we're not really in a debuff meta as it is right now, so not going to be too useful, but can definitely see some play later on. And chance to taunt enemies and all enemies, pretty good as well. Combined attack and stun, so that could be quite toxic later on, especially if you use Mars with him. Charmy looks quite good as well, more or less almost a counter towards obviously Vanessa in some way, but as you can see, just once again more healing, and even more healing, but also remove the damage over time stat effects, which literally the Vanessa just got. But you can disable this tier 2 skill with Vanessa's ultimate, which is going to be quite nice too. This one I think is quite insane actually. So you're going to be able to increase your magic attack by level 5 to your partner. So if you use her Noelle, for example, you're going to buff up Noelle's actual magic attack by level 5, which is yeah, crazy. And once again, passives are healing as well, gonna be pretty good. Vanessa looks quite insane as well actually. So first skill is gonna be single target bleed, which it's not crazy, but she might be able to do a lot of damage. That's kind of the main thing, and to be fair, we've seen bleed do a lot of damage entirely. The skill 2 is we have to wait and see how it plays out in game. It might be a big damage skill, right, which is gonna grant blessing or protection, which basically when damage is blocked, you restore HP. There's a system in the game where you can block damage, which I've not seen too often, so I'm not too sure how this is going to work out in game. But yeah, it don't like the best effect, I'm not gonna lie to you lot, but the damage might be there, and that's kind of what you can be like doing a single target nuke. The ultimate has a 50% chance to silence everyone, which literally blocks skill 2 effects. So if you start first, which you've got pretty good speed, you can outspeed Noelle, and you're gonna block Noelle from using her, I think her ultimate and also her skill 2 effect, which is yeah, gonna be really, really good. So a passive, this is kind of what it adds up to, right, is if your damage resistance is equal to obviously whatever it may be but higher, you're gonna get damage increase. So I think, yeah, you want to build up an actual damage resistance in some way, maybe with gear. Her base is 231, so you are going to get at least the first proc, which is 3%, but you want to get that above 310. So I guess your substat rolls, when you're throwing your actual re-rolling, you want to get actually damage resistance so she can actually deal more damage. And the cool thing of passive, you're going to grant protection to an ally with the lowest speed for 2 turns, which means it can't be targeted. Once again, not really going to be too great towards Noelle, I think, but could be quite good, I think, depending on how it works out. So yeah, boys, that is it for the update. Let me know what you guys think. Are you excited? Honestly, I'm pretty excited to get in and fund this new event because there's not really been much to do on the game for a while. So now there's something to do. I can finally spend my 2,000 stamina. And also, Vanessa does look kind of insane. I'm not going to laugh, so I have to try her out. I'm probably getting my summons right now. So, boys, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for later today when we're going to be doing our summons and showcases probably tomorrow because there's too much stuff to do today. So, boys, thank you for watching. And yeah, peace.